Okay. We would now like to welcome Gaurav. He's working as an automation test analyst at TMC Retail. He would be conducting a lab session on resource bundle, key to enable localization support for any solution. To know more about Gaurav and to see his video interview, please check out the link below. Over to you, Gaurav.
Thanks for the brief introduction. Hi everyone. So today I'll will go through the lab session and we'll try to implement a resource bundle, which is one of the utility of Java. Uh, it is a small size help us to lay down our the problem statement of handling multiple language within our automation suite very easily. So let me share my screen. Could anyone of you just confirm whether the screen is available to you?
Yeah, it is visible.
Yes, it is visible.
Thank you. So today's agenda will be we'll go through the what is actually a resource bundle, what does this term means, what are the actual use cases of it in the automation. We'll do some implementation of it on a small scale, try to understand the problem and how does it look like after the solutions and how to implement those things in actual. And then we will figure out what is the actual snapshot or what is the control for when the implementation is done, which area is affected and where how the data is flowing from as an input to output. Then I will see the benefits, what benefit we can have of having the resource bundle implemented other than having the traditional approaches. And lastly, we'll follow some question answers if you have any questions. So let's start with the resource bundle. So it is actually a mechanism to handle the content which is available in every languages. Like there's one app or there is one website which is supporting at least 3 to 4 languages or multiple languages. So there will be some content which might get differ from language to language. Like there will be a label, there will be a menu, some message, welcome messages will be there. There will be a currency. So those content, that particular content would be different from one language to another language. And as an automation team, you will be supposed to verify that the way that all this content in different languages is it is proper, it is working properly there, it is well displayed, or there are any mistakes or the sentence are not accurate or anything, something you will be supposed to verify. So resource bundle would help you to load specific, and it is also used by the developer at the same time to load that particular application into a with the set of particular content of particular language. And in details how it works, that it stores the information which is different from one language to another language in a key value form. So we'll have the separate property files for each language, and for each country and each language wise we'll have the separate property files, and each file will be having the key value form, and in that particular format we'll be having those particular content in the resource bundle. Let's see what are the use cases in automation. So the use cases that we are supposed to automate that such a platform that is existing for multiple countries and support local languages for the each countries. And sometime what would happen that s- like German French and Canadian French are both different, slightly different. So like this resource bundle would also help us to manage that problem also. We'll see how that is done. So when there is such a platform and which we are supposed to automate, I think this particular resource bundle would help us to easily go through that problem. One of the use cases that and the detailed use cases are like verification of text messages, label, currencies, if there are any such a test cases that we are supposed to automate. If you are in a like if your app is in a it is in a developing it has just started developing, or it is in a beta mode, or you are in a very beginning of your app development, and so what would happen, the content would actually change very frequently. So resource bundle can also help us to manage those frequent changes also. And day by day, when your support for languages increases, or whether it is already in a scope, so that scalability will also to handle that scalability, you will also not have any kind of have to put any extra effort for that one. So the resource bundle will also useful in help to scale that particular thing out. Now we can see. I think we can start with the how to use the resource bundle. So basically, it is a Java utility. There is a Java util.resource bundle library, which and you need to import and create some singleton class, and then implement methods of it. Uh, so, uh, so you can have this those particular class ready, and you can call it whenever you need a message or content. So it would retrieve a message or any content based on the current language which is there. So you have to initialize the locally and from the configuration file. So I think let's see in practical how we gonna do this. So I'm skipping to the editor. Are you guys able to see my screen? Hello.
Yeah, it is visible, Gaurav.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you. So I guess I have created a small sample project for this one. So basically, uh, this particular site is present in multiple languages. So you can see this particular site is now loaded into Italian, and I think by default it will get loaded into English. So you can see there are a lot of there are a lot of messages contained that are getting changed based on the languages. So what I've done is I have written a simple test case to verify the whether like it will navigate to a particular menu, and it will verify a particular uh, message, welcome message from the page. So let me run and uh, uh, let us see the how the this particular solution is working. So basically, this one is this one is a very basic implementation, and it doesn't have a resource. It don't have resource bundle implemented. So I'll try to run it. So it has like navigated to that particular welcome message and try to verify those particular message. Since everything has passed, let me make some changes in the actual message and expected, so we can have some sort of error. Now if you are able to see that how I have implemented is like what I'm doing is like I'm managing else if leader whenever there is a like whenever a message is required or content is required, like I'm maintaining an else if later, and I'm checking the which country is currently in used, and according to that I'll be setting my expected message wherever it is needed, whichever the step is. So this is the basic implementation of it, and without resource bundle, how we can do that, whether we can have the those particular information in the map, or any other way we can have it. And so what I've done is like for the sake of now, I'll like put those expected messages into a variable itself, and try to manage this way. But this could be very difficult when you're like when you have multiple steps or many scenarios to implement, and such message verification and content verification is there. So you'll every time there is a language that language is added, you need to make changes in your code, or the message are changes or they are altered, then you need to come up, you need to dig down the code and again make some changes into your code to handle those changes. Let me let us fail this for, and we can see in the report. So we can see this, like we have deliberately failed this one, and like it is showing that expected message is not match. It is not matching with the existing one, and let us. So what I'm going to do is like we know that what are the drawback of this, and what we will have to go through if there is a new language to be introduced for this one. So we'll try to implement a resource bundle into this one, and I think the first thing that we'll do is I'll have to create some singleton class of the resource bundle, so which would serve you as an utility to retrieve those messages efficiently for every country, and whenever those are needed. So I have that particular class is ready with me. So I am having, I'll put those implementation into this one. Let's see what is this in what this particular class does. So resource bundle is so basically we'll have to create the resource bundle class, and there is a my bundle there is a resource bundle class, and you have to create an object of it, and you have to initialize with the which particular bundle. So bundle is basically a property file for a specific language. The content is present, and you have to initialize with the help of country and with the help of the language name. So that particular thing would be like US English or US Spanish. If it is for Canada, then initial of the Canada will be CA English or CA French. So in that particular naming convention, you have to put your all the property files, and uh, you have to create this particular resource bundle object, and you have to initialize with any of this particular uh, resource but resource bundle language. Once the your initialization is done, so basically what we'll do, we will do this initialization on the start of the project, on the beginning of project. So in the whole shoot, in the whole execution, whenever there is a need, uh, whichever the language and the particular bundle that we have set, messages will only be retrieved from that particular part. There'll be a multiple bundle will be existing, but on the start of execution, we would point our resource bundle to retrieve messages from only a particular bundle. And so this is where we are doing the initialization. And the second most useful method would be get message method. So once the initialization is done, and if I call this method, so our all resource bundle would be having the content in the form of key value pair. So we need to provide the key for a particular content, whatever we want to drive it. And this particular method will be used by the sub definition files whenever there is a need of getting those content. So this is the method that we'll be using. This is the get alias method that I have created, and the use of this is to like let me go to the configuration file. And so what basically this alias will do is the resource bundle is having the all the resource bundle will be having like the naming convention is fixed. You have to use the countries to initial, first to initial, and the language name. Uh, so I have added this particular alias to have a proper naming convention from like we'll have the proper names from the config file. So end user can have it enter a proper name instead of having adding the initial, and we will internally have this replace with those proper language name with the initial, and later on we will initialize our resource bundle based on those alias. So like this is how the bundle classes like whole bundle class is created as a utility to use. Once that is done, what we can do is we can introduce a property for the we can introduce a property for a language in and based on that input we will try to initialize our resource bundle in the beginning. So let us just introduce that particular property. So now I'm done with the introducing a particular property with language property in my config file. Now the next thing is based on this particular property, we will initialize the resource bundle on the beginning of project. So for that, I'm using Cucumber. So I have the hooks implemented, and what I'll do is I'll try to set the resource bundle, initialize the resource bundle with the language that I've with the language that I've get from the config file. So on the start of my on the start of my execution, a resource bundle would point to a particular language, a particular bundle of a language. So this implementation is done. We have resource bundle class. We have the separate property to like to know before the execution for which language will be executing our whole automation suite. And the next thing is let's just have this actual resource bundles in place. So what I've done is I've created some bundles for each language. So you can see there is a one default language. If you are not initializing your resource bundle class with any of the specific language or specific country language combination, then it will use the default language properties. And there are other there are other resource property files for each and every country, and language. Like we have it for the English, we have it for the uh, this one is for Spain, uh, this one is for Italian, and this one is for Russian, I think. So let us see how we can. Now it comes to the I think the retrieve where we retrieve our messages. So we have everything in place, but whenever there is a need of resource bundle, we need of those messages. We need to get them through the resource bundle. So what it will allow me is like now there is a no need to have this particular messages in such a form and within a code, because I have got something to store them in a very specific manner in a specific language country file and with a specific key. So we'll replace with the resource bundle. So now I don't have to also manage this else if later. So what we'll do is like we have the resource bundle created, and we we are going to use this utility to retrieve our messages dynamically based on the language. So I'm bringing two things. Like I'm also verifying the header and the its description, and both are varying based on the language. We can uh, we can see that every resource bundle is having information in a key value form. Uh, and one of the things is that we need to maintain all the keys in all the resource bundles that we have. So same key for a particular method, same key should be used, and it should be present in all of the resource bundles that we have. So we need to have it on all of the resource bundle, and those keys should be unique within a single resource bundle, and at the same time it should be also present in all of the resource bundle that we have. So I'm using again a key for the description. So you can see that I have replaced that particular else if later and the messages that I was maintaining inside of my code. Now it has become pretty much simple for me to have this to retrieve those messages for every country. I'll try to execute and see whether our implementation has done it. We have done it in a correct way or not. So let's see for English. In English, I'm trying to deliberately adding some values to make it fair. you can see it it went to like it executed with English, a default language, and it retrieved expected message for English itself. So we can see in the expected message that uh, the message which was present in the English resource bundle has been retired for the same key, and this is how the execution will go. So at a runtime, on the base, like what we have is we'll be having the multiple languages and the property file for each languages. So whenever we assign our resource bundle class with a particular language on the start of the execution, whenever and after that, whichever the key is being retrieved, so only those key only will be retrieved from a particular bundle that we have for which we have initialized our resource bundle class. So that's the beauty of it. And the thing is that we can easily now we can easily changes or I can say add the support for more languages, like we already have, but like if the just think that this particular Italian language is implemented in on a later sprint or in as a part of later future features. So what we'll have to just do it, we'll have to you will have to just add the property file for this particular language. You have to map your all content with the in the key value form, and you are done. By just adding that particular resource bundle, you'll be able to support your automation in that particular language also. Let me change it for Italian as well. See whether everything else is same. We are just changing the values from the configuration. Sorry. Just give me a second. This. I need to check. Just give me a moment. I need to figure out what has going down. Yes. Yes. Sorry, I think, executing in the wrong project. Yes. So you can see this particular has has retrieved the expected message for the Italian one, but our site got executed into our site was loaded into like English, so it didn't got correct correct message for the as the actual message. Let me try to load it in a Italian. I need to fix this. Why it is loading in English only. Give me a second. I'm not able to directly load that particular site with the help of URL. So I need to change the. I need to. I need to make some change, but let me execute in debug mode, and I'll do it for. I'll be able to do it. So I'll manually load this particular site in Italian. Initially, it is getting loaded, but somehow it is getting changed to English. So so we know that this particular the actual site is loaded in Italian, and we have the resource bundle pointed to Italian. For the Italian message, for the Italian language, it has passed. Let me make some changes into the expected message so we can see to whether this has come from which resource bundle.
Hey, hi Gaurav, Jyoti here. Meanwhile, this execution, we also have one question. Can we just pick up that question?
Hello, Gaurav.
No, Gaurav, your voice is not audible. Hello?
Yeah, even I'm not able to hear you, Gaurav.
Hello.
Hello, Gaurav.
Hello.
Hello. Gaurav, you're not audible.
Uh, Hello.
Yeah, Gaurav.
Sorry, I had to rejoin. Somehow you guys were not able to hear
No
me.
worries. No worries. Okay.
Uh, yes.
You
So let me answer that particular question.
all right.
So the question is why we are using the resource bundle, and we have the other ways out there as well. Like we have the properties files, and uh, even in some cases like JSON, we can use it. The main advantage is that in having implemented those particular thing, you have to write your own code to manage those particular retry mechanism or the initialization mechanism or anything that you want to implement. So that code you need to manage. In terms of resource bundle, the utility is already present, and there are some simple method that you'll have to just use it. So you don't have to maintain your own code for the resource bundle. So that is one of the advantage. And the resource bundle is used for by the developer. So I think if you are if you are working closely with the development team, so whenever there are some changes or there are any updates in terms of content, so they can directly give their resource bundle to you and to automation team or QA team, and you can pass it. You can pass those particular resource bundles uh, directly to your automation project at a runtime, and whenever there is an update. So it is where become very easy to you know have this to maintain the chain of change in terms of content. And I hope hopefully this helps your hopefully this answers your question. um I would like to share the screen and
All right.
continue with the execution.
So Rameshwar, I guess Gaurav has already answered your question. If you have any more question, you can please unmute yourself and ask. We have last 4 minutes left, Gaurav. I'm just giving you time check.
It shows me how disable participant screen sharing. So
You will have to go to main track and then join again. Can you go back to main track?
can you help me with that?
Well, let me check. I'm not able to do. Alankrit, can you just try?
Yes, ma'am. Just a second.
You need to
Uh,
send Gaurav to main track and then again bring in, make him co-host and bring to track 1.
just a second, ma'am. I guess he can do it by using the leave room button. There is an option called leave breakout room. So he'll be directed to the main session, and there sir will make him the co-host, and then he can join in.
Okay, Gaurav, please follow these steps. Like you can leave the room.
Just not leave the meeting, leave the breakout room. In the bottom right hand side, you can see the blue boxes there.
All right.
Hello, Gaurav.
Is my screen visible to you?
Yeah, your screen is also visible and your voice is also loud and clear. Please continue.
Sure. I'll try to wrap up within the time. So what we have done is we have we have a resource bundle implemented, and we can see based on our language that we are feeding from the configuration file. It is kind of retrieving our content from the resource bundle, and we are not supposed to make any changes for the any language addition or any message addition in our code, and we are just supposed to make sure that our resource bundles are up to date for that particular language. So let me re-execute this one, and we'll see the message has actually come for the Italian. Expected messages are actually coming for a particular language or not.
So Gaurav, I have one more question. Like, can we run multiple language suites in parallel using this resource bundle?
Yeah, resource bundle. Like resource bundle will not cause you anything in terms of the parallel mechanism, but like there are other things that you need to manage that due to the parallelism your
Can you do that?
like due to some test data or the like in the parallel mechanism some
Agreed.
you
But
are not using a single user in all the threads that are going on, so those kind of things that you need to manage. Otherwise, in terms of resource bundle, it won't cause you anything. It will allow you to have those particular executions in parallel.
okay, now let us say that I need to uh, run Italian, English, and Russian suite in parallel at same time. What adjustments we need to do?
um, I think you need to make sure that for each of your thread is initialized with it with that particular language that you want. So in this particular this is single threaded, so we have only one resource bundle helper. So in that particular you'll need to make sure that the resource but your resource bundle is not a singleton class, and it is available for the each and every instance or each and every thread as a separately, and it is initialized separately for the for that particular for that particular instance. So in this case, we are at a time we are executing only one language. So that particular implementation of resource bundle where we have the where we have it as a singleton class, that needs to be changed, and that's need to be in line with the parallel mechanism.
Right. What I feel here is maybe factory along with strategy can help it.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Okay. Well, great session.
Yep, thank you. Just quickly go through the, let's make and check whether our execution is, let's just quickly see. So if you can see, the expected message has also, it has retrieved for the Italian.
Yes. Right. Right.
So that's how you can have your resource bundle implementation at small utility, but very useful in terms of when we have many, like where there is a large content to be asserted, or there are many test cases related to that one. We'll we'll go through the snapshot of our implementation. So what we have basically done is, so you can see from the first from the configuration file, we have the our resource bundle initialized, and what our resource bundle would do is, whenever there is a get message method is called, so on the basis of initialization, it will pick any of the a particular property file of language, and it will be provided, that message will be provided from where it is called. So mostly those will be the step definition file. We'll be asking resource bundle to retrieve message. So resource bundle would retrieve those messages using the configuration file, and from which initialization is done, and the from the resource bundle from where actual messages are present. So this is how I think our whole data will flow. Next is benefit. So I think the first thing which I tried to have it implemented without resource bundle was, I was maintaining else if later or some internal code, maybe a hash map or anything else which could be there. So we don't have to write our own code or maintain our own code to retrieve those messages and those content. And the next is, we can have our all the content verification and everything that is, we can say it is a taste data. We can have it separate from our code, and so whenever there is change in it, we don't have to alter with our code. One of the benefit that we have, I have personally had when I was working closely with the development team is, like so if there are many changes coming in the product, for the like as a content wise, so you can directly use the developers latest updated resource bundle, and you can put them into your automation project, and you can have your automation suite executed for the latest changes that you have done in the content. And the second last is, as we see, the once the implementation is done, if the new language support for the new language is added, I think it is very easy to just focus on the messages and just to focus on the I think resource bundle, and create a new resource bundle with maintaining all the keys and the messages. Everything else is you don't need to look into. and you don't need to do anything with your existing code, I think. So that is one of the benefit. One of the alternative is not using a resource bundle or maintaining expected message within the project, and using some translation utilities. Uh, but those translation utilities may not be accurate or may not be the exact uh, what we are expecting. So there are chances of the not getting the exact and accurate translation of a particular message into a different languages. So I think so in that particular case also we miss something in terms of accuracy if we use the translation libraries. So that's where also resource bundle help us to manage exact messages in all the languages that we want to see in our application. Yeah, these are the benefit I could think of. Lastly, I think we got one question. If you still have any question.
I guess, Gaurav, we are quite good. It was really informative session and a good topic you brought with the entire demo. Really, really well planned, nice organized. Thank you. Thank you for
so much.
Alankrit, can you take over?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so thanks, Gaurav, for the very informative lab session.